Have you ever wondered what life would feel like if everyone truly looked out for one another? Imagine walking down your street and being greeted by name. Imagine neighbors sharing food, stories, and time, not just space. In a world obsessed with independence, there are still places where community is everything, where people thrive not because of wealth, but because of connection. Today, we are traveling across the globe to discover 5 countries where community life is stronger than anywhere else. Places where the word "we" still means more than me. The Philippines, the spirit of Bayanihan. If you have ever visited the Philippines, you probably felt it instantly, a sense of warmth that goes beyond kindness. There is a word for that feeling. Bayanihan. Bayanihan is a Filipino tradition of communal unity and cooperation. It literally means to move together. Historically, it referred to the act of neighbors helping one another move their house. Yes, an actual bamboo house lifted and carried by a whole group of people. Today, Bayanihan lives on in every neighborhood, every village, and every smile. When disaster strikes, typhoons, floods, or fires, communities come together within hours. You will see people sharing food, rebuilding homes, or simply sitting together through hard times. It's not charity, it's culture. Filipinos are some of the most family-oriented and socially connected people in the world. Families often live in multi-generational homes, and even city dwellers keep strong ties to their hometowns. And the best part? That sense of belonging extends to outsiders too. Visitors often say, in the Philippines, you arrive as a stranger, but leave as family. It's a country that proves, even in the age of smartphones and skyscrapers, community still has a heartbeat. Kenya, Ubuntu, I am because we are now. Let's travel across the Indian Ocean to the heart of Africa, to Kenya, a country whose soul is defined by community. Here, there is a philosophy called Ubuntu, a Bantu word that means I am because we are. It is not just a saying, it is a way of life. In Kenyan villages, families share not only land, but life. When someone is sick, the entire community shows up. When a wedding happens, it becomes a village-wide event. And when a child is born, that child is raised by everyone, uncles, aunts, elders, neighbors. There's a deep sense that no one stands alone. Even in cities like Nairobi, ULL finds social groups known as community saving circles where friends pool money to help one another start businesses, pay school fees, or manage emergencies. Ubuntu teaches people that your success means nothing if the people around you are left behind. It's an unspoken rule, a shared responsibility. And perhaps that's the most powerful thing about Kenya's culture. It reminds us that true wealth isn't measured in currency, it's measured in community. Bhutan, the nation of collective happiness next stop. High in the Himalayas, we find Bhutan, a small kingdom that measures its progress, not in GDP, but in gross national happiness. If there's any country that embodies community harmony, it's Bhutan. Here, people believe that happiness comes from balance between the individual and the collective, between progress and peace. Villages in Bhutan function like extended families. When there's a festival, everyone joins. When someone falls ill, people share food and help without question. Bhutanese culture is rooted in Buddhist compassion, the belief that one person's suffering affects everyone. You can see it in how locals build monasteries together, how they maintain walking paths for pilgrims, and how even the king himself encourages community-driven policies. Bhutan's philosophy reminds us that happiness grows stronger when it is shared. It's not the pursuit of personal pleasure, it's the pursuit of collective well-being. Costa Rica, the Pura Vida lifestyle. From the mountains of Bhutan, we now move to the jungles and beaches of Costa Rica, a nation known for its pure joy and simple living. Costa Ricans call it Pura Vida, meaning pure life. It's not just a phrase, it's a mindset. People here live longer and happier than most places on Earth, especially in the famous Nicoya Peninsula, one of the world's blue zones. What? Because of community. In Costa Rica, neighbors are family. People gather daily to share meals, laugh, and support one another. Children play in the streets safely, and elders are deeply respected. Even healthcare and education systems are designed to strengthen social bonds with community clinics, local cooperatives, and public parks that keep people connected. Costa Ricans have discovered the simple secret of life. When you take care of one another, everyone thrives. Portugal. The power of togetherness. Finally, let's travel to Portugal, a country where community feels like an art form. In small towns and coastal villages, life moves slowly but deeply. Neighbors stop for long conversations. Families gather for Sunday lunches. And festivals light up entire neighborhoods with music, laughter, and shared food. Portugal has a strong tradition of saudade, a word that expresses longing, connection, and love that transcends distance. Even when families are separated, the emotional bond remains alive and warm. There's also a deep intergenerational respect. Elders are seen as the heart of wisdom, and young people often live close to or even with their grandparents. The Portuguese way of life is proof that modern comfort doesn't have to erase human connection. Here, community isn't a nostalgic idea. It's everyday life. Conclusion: what these countries teach us. So, what do the Philippines, Kenya, Bhutan, Costa Rica, and Portugal all have in common? They remind us of something modern society often forgets, that happiness is shared, not owned. In these places, people may have fewer material possessions, but they have something far more valuable: belonging. They live slower, love louder, and give more freely. They have found a way to turn simple togetherness into true abundance. And maybe that's the lesson the rest of us need right now, to stop asking, what do I have? And start asking, who do I have? If you believe the world needs more connection, more kindness, and more community, then do one small thing today. Call a friend. Help a neighbor. Share a meal. Because every big change begins with small, shared moments. And if you love exploring stories of culture, connection, and compassion, like this video, comment below. Which country's community spirit inspires you the most? Subscribe to Vista Living Travels for more journeys that go beyond borders. Together, let's rediscover what it means to belong.